Hey guys, welcome to another episode of SuTube. It is November the 2nd, and today I'm going to be taking another look at my macro analysis with you guys, as well as my more immediate short-term analysis. If you guys think that sounds good, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and with that, let's get it. Alright guys, coming at you right after work here. I just thought that I really wanted to get this video out ASAP because some things might be happening here fairly soon. Some interesting developments here in the weekly chart I want to point out is you guys know that I love pointing out this 6-1 rejection line, and in my previous videos I've been pointing out how important these lines are. And one thing right now is we got a weekly close above that 618 rejection point, guys. And you can see right now we're kind of fighting right around that kind of area of interest for me. So it's beautiful to see that we did get that close above that as well. This candle does eclipse this candle. We are still closing above the wicks. So far to me, things are looking absolutely juicy. The fact that we have candle bodies closing so high here, this has only ever happened for a few weeks, basically in the history of Bitcoin. Interesting fact too is basically if you would have ever at any point in history bought Bitcoin, other than in these kind of few weeks here, if you would have just hodled Bitcoin hard as a moon boy, you would basically be in a profit almost all the time. So just a little interesting fact there, I thought. But anyways, back to my analysis here. You can see even right now testing this, everything looks beautiful to me, guys. And I want to take another look at my logarithmic chart here. Something else that I forgot to mention the other day in my macro analysis here is that, so for one, this 382 retrace to retest as support was happening just after the halving dates here. But also what I want to point out is this blue arrow here indicates when the US election was also. So that's something very significant as well, is just for lining up all my other indicators, guys, all my other technicals going with the exact kind of area once again, that just something in the markets is happening. And everything about this pattern just looks so similar to what is happening right now in so many ways. If you guys didn't watch my macro analysis yet with my 340K target, I'm going to leave a link in my description below because I think that is by far the most important video that I've posted as far as a macro analysis, you guys. And I don't want to go on about it too long here. I just wanted to point out that this is one more significant indication as to what's happening in the markets, you guys. Of course, this doesn't have to mean that the exact same thing is going to happen. I'm just trying to make all the similarities that I can with this pattern because it just looks so very familiar, you guys. Even here you can see how we broke out and retested all-time highs from back here. I wouldn't be surprised if we see that happen now. If we end up breaking out to the upside higher and retest 20K, because really we don't really have much resistance if we break this 14K region, it would make absolute sense to retest 20K and then dump back down to the 618 and get that retest, just like what happened right here, you guys. I would not be surprised at all if we see a very similar pattern play out here, but it's going to be interesting to watch, guys. And of course, none of this is financial advice. Always do your own research and form your own opinion, guys. I am not a financial advisor or even a professional at that note. Alright guys, going to zoom right into the 15-minute chart here. And you know that I've made that video pointing out this trifecta trade pattern that I like with this support cluster, the bullish divergence, my pivot point at the green box here on that indicator, and I always seem to hit at least my first price target, which is if I do a pull top to bottom of this little micro swing, started taking profits just below that 618 rejection point that I was talking about. Even on these short time frames, you guys, I just love looking for those numbers, and you can see here why it's so important. Look, when we got that break above and consolidated above this 618, even though this is a 15-minute pattern, you guys, you can see that we got quite a volatile move to the upside. Again, that doesn't have to happen, but even on these moves, like it seems to work out. So anyways, I did take that trade, and that's where I first took profits because that was a nice safe spot. And then my next profit taking point was just below 14K, you guys. And I really wanted to keep this position open, even if I did assume there would be a little bit of a pullback. But I do have this yellow support line mapped out from all the times I've taken this trade, basically. And you can see here we basically bottomed out on that line. We got a wick below, but I kept my stop loss just below 13.2K, so I missed that stop loss by like 20 bucks or something like that. So I still have a little bit of my position open. Something I'm looking for right now is we have this downward sloping trend line I have in yellow here. And now that we have quite a few touch points, we got 1, 2, 3, this was close but not quite, 4. So at any moment, basically, if we can hold this green box as some sort of a double bottom, even if we do drop to it, as long as we hold it as some sort of a double bottom, I think it's only a matter of time until we break this downward trend line, just because I think we are so bullish. And then I think we might start trending back to the upside. Even this yellow box we're in right now. Let me just zoom out, erase a couple things here. You can see that I have this little bit of a box mapped out. Right now we're testing it. I don't know, it may hold, it may not. My guess is probably not. I wouldn't be surprised if we have a double bottom in this green box, you guys, with some sort of a bullish divergence on the RSI. And if that happens, I would definitely be considering to add to my position, just because we also have this pivot point here, and we would have that bullish divergence on the RSI with my double bottom. That would be another one of that perfect example of those trades that I said I've hit 100% with in October. I would love to see that kind of a pattern set up again, guys. Or even right now, if we happen to, now that we have more than 3 touch points on that downward trend line, I would definitely be considering to add to my position, but we'll see. I don't know if I want to open myself up to more risk, but I would be able to update my stop loss to probably break even, really, and I would be able to stay in my position. So yeah, we'll have to see how I'll play that, but I do plan on adding to my position at some point, hopefully in the near future here. And my Bybit trade is still open from back when we were below 12,000, so that one's just kind of a long-running trade. But anywho, guys, if you like my insight, once again, if you could give a thumbs up and subscribe and share this video if you found it useful, if you find valuable information here or think you know people who would find value in it, please share. It's greatly appreciated. I have way more views on that macro analysis video I made the other day. I have 3 times the amount of views that I've ever had before. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in and checking out my video. I really appreciate it, guys. I love doing it, and hopefully you can learn something from it, and hopefully you happen to pick up on good trades, whether it's just something I said that triggered something you were already looking at or whatever. Hopefully I can help you guys make some money. Anywho, guys, with that, I think I've rambled on long enough, so thanks for tuning in once again. Stay safe, my friends. I'm out. Peace.